Hi everyone, today we're going to talk about how we can use our knowledge of percents to go shopping and do some calculations. So we're talking about discount and sales tax. Two important words you want to put in your notebook is obviously discount and then actually marked price, because that can be really confusing sometimes. So definitely put what is inside this box into your notes. So marked price is actually what I like to think of as the original price tag. So the reason why it's called marked price in a lot of word problems, and actually when you go to the store, is because what they do is in order to figure out what price tag to put on the item, they figure out how much the item first costs for them to make it. And then they, add on a little bit more so they can make a profit. Okay, so if, let's say, a toy costs $10 to make, they might add on $5 and sell it for $15. That's the marked price, because they want to make a profit of $5. Okay, so that's where the word marked price comes from. That's the price they're actually marking on the actual item. Okay, so I like to think of that as the original price tag, because obviously in these problems we're going to then talk about discounts, or maybe the toy or the item is in demand, so they're going to mark it up. Those of you who go shopping probably are familiar with that term, marked up, because it's in demand, so they know they can sell it for a little bit more money to make more profit. Okay, so in these problems you'll see the term marked price. So that just means the original price tag before it increased or decreased in any discount or any sale. Okay, so the discount will be the original price tag minus the selling price. So that'll be the actual discount. So let's say the original price tag, the marked price, was $100. Now they're selling it for $80, right? So when you subtract that, you had a discount of $20 off. That's all that is. So lots of terms that you have to kind of be aware of. Percent discount, as always, to calculate percent, you're going to take the part and divide by the whole. The part in this case will be the discount, because that's the part that's taken off. Divide by the marked price, the original price, $100 in our example. Divide those times 100 because it is 100%. Okay, so we're going to use that knowledge and the knowledge that we have from before, our different methods to try and solve this problem now. This is example 15 from your book. During a sale, a necklace was sold for $2,380. Wow. If the marked price of the necklace, remember the original price, was $3,400, find the percentage discount. So the percent that it was taken off. Pause your video, try it on your own first. Okay, so if I'm going to my handy dandy method that I love the best, the table, I want to first be able to label my table. I have a discount and I have the original or the marked price. Original and discount. Dotted my O. All right, let's see. During a sale, the necklace was sold for $2,380. I'm not going to write that amount down yet. If the marked price, the original price, was $3,400, I'm going to write that down. Find the percent discount. The reason why I didn't write $2,380 is because I made this table my original versus my discount, because that's what they want to know. Discount, if you remember, I have to do some subtraction. 3,400 minus 2,380. So that way I can find my actual discount, the amount I saved by buying this necklace on sale. It's a very expensive necklace. Ooh, I got a great discount, $1,000 $20 off. Dang, it's a beautiful discount. Buy half another necklace with this money that I saved. Okay, now you need to find the percent discount. Well, I have the original percent, which is always 100. So now, again, I'm just interested in the percent discount. The amount that was taken off, that percent. So then I'm going to do some patterns. 3,400, I believe, has to divide by a normal 34 to get to 100 because it just added on those two zeros. But let me double check. 3,400 divided by 34 is equal to 100. Yes, so it's just a matter of zeros. So then that means over here, I also have to divide by 34. So 1,020 divided by 34 is 30. Beautiful number. 30, this is percent. So it was a 30% off deal. 30% discount. Okay, so and another way you could have done it was with your fractions. You'll have your percents on one side. 100% is the original, so it's got to line up with my original dollar amount, 3,400, and the discount that we subtracted needs to go on top. And so you're looking for your patterns this way. Divide by 34, divide by 34. Same thing. The thing I just love about a table is that you have the labels there. So it kind of helps prevent any silly mistakes from happening, right? So since I put discount there because I got that from the problem, it kind of told me, oh, wait, you're not writing down 2,380 because that's not the actual discount. That was the final sale price. So then that kind of gave me a hint to subtract. Well, if you use a fraction, the proportion method, then you kind of don't have labels unless you add it on the side on your own. But either way will get you there if you do it correctly. 30% off. Let's work on this next example. Example 16 from the book. The marked price of a jacket is $260. So original price there. It is sold at a 20% discount. So now they're giving you the percent discount. Find A, its discount, so just the amount of money that you saved, and B, its selling price, the final amount that you pay at the register after you get the discount. Pause and try it on your own first. Okay, I'm going to use a table. I have the original, and I have the discount told me in the problem. So discount means the amount that was taken off. So that means I'm going to have to do some subtraction, maybe later. Maybe, I don't know. Let's look at what I have first. I have the original price, the mark price, which is $260. And I know that's 100% because the original price is always going to be the whole, the 100%. It is sold at a 20% discount. Okay, I didn't have to do any subtraction. It already gave me the discount, which is 20%. I need to find the dollar amount. Okay, let me find my pattern. I have, let's see, I'm going to go up this. Ooh, I have a great pattern going sideways. Look at that 20 and that 100. So beautiful. I'm going to go this way then. I'm going to go to the right because that's what I'm looking for, right? 100, I think it's divide by 5 to get to 20. Well, let me check. 100 divided by 5. Whoops. I have to use the calculator correctly. Is 20. Okay, so this one is also going to divide by 5. 260 divided by 5. 260 divided by 5 is 52. So wow, it was $52 off of a jacket. That's a good deal. Yeah. If you couldn't figure out the divide by 5 on your own, you can always take 100 and divide by 20, and that'll get you that 5. Okay, so it was 260 divided by 5 using that same pattern to get $52. That's the discount, $52 off. Now they want to know the selling price. How much are you actually paying? Don't have to do anything extra. You're just taking the $260 you would have paid, subtract the $52 that you're getting as a discount to get your selling price. So this should be $208. Double check it in my calculator. 260 minus 52 is 208. So its selling price is $208. That's how much you're actually going to pay after the $52 off was taken off, because you are a smart person and you look for deals. Great deal too. Okay. So just pay attention to what the problem is asking you, because sometimes people will not tell me the discount, they'll tell me the selling price and kind of flip them around. Now let's talk about taxes. We all have to pay taxes when we buy stuff, because those taxes will eventually pay for libraries and roads being fixed, for your public school teachers, your police officers. It's not a bad thing, okay? However, it is something extra we do have to pay, so we do have to calculate that when we go to the register. So the tax definition and formula should go into your notebook as well. The tax is equal to the tax rate times the cost. And so I do want you to add in parentheses that the tax rate will usually be a percentage. Actually, always going to be a percentage. So be aware that that will tell you the tax rate. And then the cost of the item. You're going to multiply those two together. That is a formula that you can use if you don't want to use the table method and all that. Okay, so example 18. A technician charges 50% for a repair job, excluding sales tax. Given that the tax rate is 9%, A, how much sales tax does a customer have to pay? And B, how much does a customer have to pay for the job inclusive of sales tax? So the $50 is before tax. The 9% is the tax rate. They want to know what the actual tax is, and then they want to know what the total is. Inclusive means includes the total and the tax. So go ahead and pause and try it on your own first. Okay, so if you remember this formula for the future, you can utilize this formula to solve A, because you're really trying to figure out the sales tax. So remember, the tax is equal to the tax rate, that is 9%, times your cost. It costs $50 for this technician to do their repair job. In order to calculate this, you have to first change your percent into a decimal. So in order to change this into a decimal, use a different color. To change it into a decimal, we know that the decimal point is already to the right-hand side of the 9. So we're going to move it over 2 times. So it becomes 0.09 times 50. Put that into your calculator, and then you have your answer, 0.09 times 50. That's the tax that you're paying, $4.50. Okay? If you don't want to do that, you can make yourself a table. Some people don't like to remember the formula. I strongly suggest you memorize that formula though, because if you're outside and you're shopping, you kind of don't want to bust out pencil and paper and make yourself a table, right? So that's going to be the quickest way to get there, is to move that percent over 2 decimal places and multiply by your total. It's going to be so quick. However, if you didn't want to do that, you could also make yourself a table. It'll tell you the original and the tax. So your original is always going to be 100%. Your tax is 9%. The original bill was $50. And then you can look for your patterns to figure out the answer. So this is 100 divided by 2 to get there. And so this is 9% divided by 2. Half of 9 is 4.5. Oh, that actually was really easy and you didn't need a calculator. However, again, the downfall is you need pencil and paper, or at least be able to I don't know, visualize it in your head without mixing up the numbers, right? So both are great. But my suggestion for you is if you're out and about, remember the formula and you just have your calculator there. Okay, so if our tax is $4.50, that's the answer for A. How are we going to figure out the amount that you actually have to pay inclusive of sales tax? Well, you're just going to add it together, right? $50 plus $4.50 would equal $54.50. So those are your two answers. $4.50 is the tax you pay in addition. $54.50 is your total bill at the end. Okay, so again, a little different than what we've learned before, but you can use the same methods to get you to the answer for these types of problems. So happy shopping!